Hello students, welcome to the second video of chapter Unit and Measurement. Today I will discuss the topic that is dimension of a physical quantity. So what do you mean by dimension of a physical quantity? As I have written, the dimensions of a physical quantity are the powers to which the base quantities are raised to represent that quantity. Suppose we are having a physical quantity, then we can represent that physical quantities with our base quantities, as I had discussed in our previous class. And these base quantities are actually the 7 dimensions of our world, of our physical world. So we can represent the physical quantities in terms of these base quantities, and the powers to which the base quantities are raised to represent that physical quantities are known as its dimensions. So let us discuss through an example. First, let me tell that the dimension of a quantity will be represented by a square bracket. For example, here I had given I have written all the 7 physical quantities, and I have written also their dimensions. How to represent the dimension? Mass is a base quantity, and I will represent the mass as m in the square bracket. Similarly, length will be represented by this letter L with the square bracket. Similarly, time we will write T, electric current A. For temperature, I will write K. For luminous intensity, the symbol will be candela, that is CD, and amount of substance is mole, and that is written as MOL. So whenever I will represent a physical quantity with base quantities, I will write in the square bracket with their symbol. So in mechanics, all the physical quantities can be written in terms of the length, mass and time. Just example, see volume. We know volume is equals to product of length, breadth and height. Length, its unit is meter, and for length I will write L. Again for breadth I will write L, because breadth is also measured in meter. Again height also I will write L. So now this becomes L3, and this L3 I can write it as M0. Since volume does not depends upon mass, so if I will write M, then M power will be 0. L3, because it came L3, so L3. Again T, since volume does not depend upon time, so I again write here as T is 0. So as I had told, we can write a physical quantity in terms of these 3 base quantities, mass, length and time. Here I got the dimensional formula of volume. So here what I will say, that this volume possesses 0 dimension in mass. You can see here your volume I am having M0. That means what is the power of mass? Power of mass is 0, and the power is known as the dimension of that quantity. So here the base quantity mass is having 0 dimension, length is having dimension 3, so 3 dimension in length and 0 dimension in time. So what is the dimension of volume? I will say it is 0, 3, 0. 0 in mass, 3 in length and 0 in time. Next, let us do another example, that is force. Here you can see force formula. We know that force is equals to mass into acceleration. So mass into acceleration formula is length by time square. So let us use the formula. Let me write, for mass I will write m, for length I will write L, so it will be L, divided by time square, and the time, for time I will write T, and square of that will be T square. So now the equation will become m1 L1 T minus 2. So see, I represent the physical quantity force in terms of three base quantities: mass, length and time. And what are the powers to which the base quantities are raised? That is 1 in mass, 1 in length, minus 2 in time. So the dimension of this force is 1, 1 and minus 2. So I hope you have understood what is dimension of a physical quantity. The physical quantity, the dimension of a physical quantity are the powers to which the base quantities are raised. So just example, the physical quantity is force. The dimension of physical quantities are the powers to which the base quantities has been raised. Now let us do few examples in order to understand this one again. I have given here few examples. Mass density. The formula for mass density is mass by volume. So what is the mass formula? Mass is m1. I will write m1, and volume, in previous one I have discussed, volume is having formula L3. So now the dimension of mass density will be m1 L. When this will go to up, the power become minus 3 and T 0. So what is the dimension of mass density? Now 1 in mass, minus 3 in length and 0 in time. Let us see for speed. Speed is equals to, we know, distance by time. So distance is measured in length, measured in meters, which is the unit of length. So I will write for distance L. Again time, for time I will write T. So what will be the dimension now? It becomes L1 T minus 1. Or I can write m0, since it is not having m, so m power will be 0, L1 T minus 1. So now what is the dimension of speed? 0 dimension in mass, 1 dimension in length, minus 1 dimension in time. Let us do another one, that is frequency. Frequency is equals to 1 by time period. Time period is also measured in second. So second is the unit of time. So here I will write T in place of time period. So now this becomes T minus 1. Or we can write m0 L0 T minus 1. Last one I will discuss for kinetic energy. See, the whatever the dimensional formula of speed, that will be the dimensional formula for velocity. So half the constant will not have any dimension. We cannot represent any dimensional formula for the constants, but I will write m1 for mass and velocity square. See, velocity is having this much dimension. Now L1 T minus 1 square, velocity square. So I will write velocity dimension and then square. Then I will have m1 Now 1 into 2 in L, this becomes 2, and your T minus 1 into 2 minus 2. So what is the dimensional formula of kinetic energy? Now m1 L2 T minus 2. So the dimension of kinetic energy will be 1 in mass, 2 in length, minus 2 in time. In this way you can practice and you can derive all the dimensions and dimensional formula for other physical quantities. For practice, you can go to the NCERT book, your page number 214, and that is your appendix 9, which contains the different physical quantities with their dimensional formula. So for today this much. Next class we will discuss the application of dimensional analysis. Thank you.